Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching. This is the overreaction, instant reaction, whatever reaction show to the 49ers coming out with the dub 2-0, coming out of Philly with a win. It's 9:10 p.m. UK time. So myself, Nick, and whoever else is watching in the UK, we're pretty happy with a nice little 6 p.m. kickoff because we don't have to get up. We don't have to go to bed. We don't have to do this. So 2 weeks in a row, 2 wins. Nick, apart from the fact that you look like you're in witness protection because you need to get some lights, my brother. So not only do you need to change your background weekly, I might even send you some money to get some lighting. Nick, how do you feel about the win?
Yeah, I don't know what quite's going on with that light because they are on, but no. 2 away games, start the season, and we're 2-0. All right, it's not the prettiest win, but at the end of the day, it's a win. You know, if we have a great season, they're not going to show the scores at the end of it. They're only going to show what the results were. And it's games like this that are going to show that when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, the Niners can win ugly if needs be. And I'm fine with that. There is a lot to improve on, though, let's be honest.
To be honest, the first 3-4 drives from the Niners were ugly. And I sort of said to you, I DM'd you, etc. Play calling mystified me. For the first, 3-4 drives, play calling was suspect, possibly. Izzy, we came out with the W. Are you saying it is in spite of Jimmy G or because of Jimmy G? Talk to me. And I know you're going to bring it. So bring that jersey fire.
You know what? It's not enough that I made a positive tweet to Jimmy and I tagged you in it, but you still had to troll me on Lance. But Jimmy is the quarterback sneak king. There's no denying that. There's no denying that despite very ugly throws sometimes that he came through. So Niners before all. I'm not invested in him anymore. I refuse to be after the stress of last year. But he did enough, and that's enough for me.
Can I ask you one question, Izzy? Because obviously myself and Nick are Jimmy G fans, right? So, and we've pinned our tail on the donkey. Can you not see that? And Trey got nothing this game, and there probably is a reason for that. Who or will come out eventually, possibly. Can you not just give Jimmy G some props and not just saying, "Oh, he's the sneak king." He won that game for the Niners, and there was shitty play calling. There was mistakes. There was bad throws by Jimmy, and again, Nick will attest to that. But the one person that cemented this game was Jimmy G, and I still don't get why people say, "Oh, we got to have Trey Lance in there." If Trey Lance was going to be the answer, he'd be in there now on this game. And Trey didn't even come on the field. Now, you tell me why Jimmy G stayed the whole game, even though he played shit in the first quarter. Why wasn't Jimmy G taken out and Trey Lance put in? Tell me. I think I think Izzy has frozen, so hopefully she'll come back. Nick, you and me are both Jimmy G fans, but Izzy's back.
There we go.
Hopefully. Izzy, are you back?
Hopefully he goes away. I hate him so much.
Sorry, who do you hate so much? Sorry.
My brother.
Oh, right. He's a Packers fan. He'll never go away. So, I don't. Did you hear? Did you hear what I was asking you while you were
know
frozen?
why I can't give full on props to him, and I told you in the DMs if you read them correctly.
Obviously, I did, but I just my thing is Izzy, if Jimmy G was garbage in the first quarter, absolutely overthrowing, underthrowing, doing this, doing that, whatever. Probably midway through the second quarter, Carl trusts this guy. If he was that bad and everyone wants to jump on his ass, why didn't Kyle put in the golden boy? And I'm going to mute myself and Nick won't speak. I want to hear, and if it takes 10 minutes, the floor is yours. Why was Jimmy G in that whole game? Trey had his hat on, never saw the field. And I've said under 50 snaps this season. And Nick, who's that way? No, he's that way. No, he isn't. That way, has said in his bold predictions that Trey won't start. And I'm not ganging up on you, Izzy, because obviously we're both Jimmy G fans. So talk to me about Trey Lance, Jimmy G. Didn't even get on the field, didn't even touch the ball, didn't do anything. So why should the Niners come away from Jimmy G, who's a winner, and go with an unproven rookie? Izzy, I'm muting myself and I'm going to sit here, the floor, and you can give me the New Jersey fire. You can do whatever you want. The floor is yours. Go for it.
Look, Jimmy won the game. Okay, so it's as simple as it is. Would I prefer Lance? Did a lot of us call for Lance online? Yeah, because we were frustrated. And I think today, of all days, yeah, we saw bad Jimmy, and bad Jimmy has the right to be called out, but that doesn't mean that Kyle made the best calls. I think he made a lot of bad calls over the last two games. I think he really badly used Lance last week with all those run calls. I think he did the same thing with Mitchell to in this game. He had these weird runs right at the D line for no yards gained or whatever. And I think the frustration is that Kyle is not doing good. And Kyle is saying stuff and doublespeak, and it irritates us, and we don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know what to believe. We don't know what's him lying. And I think that Lance is what we're hoping would pull through all the horrible. You know, we think that our running game will be better because Lance is in, because they have to take him seriously. I think that I can't go on a Jimmy rant today. I'm happy that we got another win. I'm scared and frustrated over the running back losses. Yeah, today's not the day to ask me to go off on Jimmy. I'm not going to be
asking you to go off, Izzy. I'm not asking you to go off on Jimmy. I just want some however hard it is for you to, and I know you want Lance. Nick and I know Lance is the future, right? This season, I don't know what happens. Let's say we win the Super Bowl, right? Forget the salary because that's already built in. We win the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. And I don't know. What say you? We win it. We win the whole thing and Jimmy G shines. And it's not just fucking handoffs and it's not just, oh, well, all he did was he didn't throw for fucking nothing. He didn't do this. He didn't do that.
But I don't want that kind of
Let's
offense.
say we get 6. Let's say we get 6. And it's because of him, not in spite. Now, and Mariah, see you in the comments. If you want to come on, you can join. But Nick, I'd love to have you on here.
That's where you get me wrong. I don't. It's not like I need Lance above all. It's not like I need Jimmy out or I want Jimmy hurt or to screw up or to fail.
No one's saying you want
none of that.
To be hurt.
If Jimmy wins, that benefits us because then he can maybe give us some kind of trade value or something down the line.
Yeah, but then you see you're doing that now, right? You're saying it's trade value, blah, blah.
Okay, but why? Because him and Kyle are not going to work out long term.
Right. Why? We won this game.
Yes, and I'm fine with that. But the point is, Kyle traded up to 3. Jimmy cannot stay healthy to save his ass, and that is no hardship on him. I mean, he made that juke move.
Okay, so
he hurt himself. That sucks. But then the Jets injury wasn't on him. He got rolled up on, and then he got rolled up on a second time.
What if Jimmy G stays fit for the whole season? And all of you, Lance, I don't know what you call yourselves. We're Jimmy apologist, whatever, or state, whatever. Jimmy G stays fit for the whole season. Trey Lance, and I've said under 50 snaps for the whole season. Nick says he doesn't start. So, and that was our bold predictions. So,
look, you guys got your Jimmy Day, and I'm happy he won. But that's not my main thing. I'm not going to be in this to go, well, this is Jimmy's Day, and this is Lance Day, and this should be this, and this should be that. I want to be a Niner fan. I want to enjoy this. But what I'm really pissed off about is Kyle. I hate his play calling right now. I hate that we're getting injured.
I think everyone can agree with you that a lot of that play calling was bullshit. Nick, what was your thoughts on the play call? Because to me, I'm watching the first couple of series, probably even more than that. I think we went 3 and out in the first 3, and I'm like, the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a nice first half. We were lucky to be winning at halftime. I think, it was 3 and outs and 11 plays on the 4th drive, and all 4 resulting in punts for the first half. Of course we had the touchdown going in, but 4 punts and a touchdown for first half. It's not great. It's not what we want to see. We want to see free-flowing football. We want to be entertained. Of course we do. That's why we love sports. But it's not always going to work that way. I think more than anything, I mean, last year we could see that, well, not even last year, it's been going for a while, that Carl didn't really trust Jimmy. But for the second game in a row, I mean, he's put the ball in Jimmy's hands to ice the game. Last week, Debo drops it. If Debo doesn't drop it, it's end of game. We don't have the squeaky bum time that we had. This week, it goes to Carl Juszczyk, and all right, doesn't get the first down, but we get down close and we get close enough for Jimmy to get that sneak in, get the first down, and it's game over. It's nice to see that Kyle at least trusts Jimmy again. And I think that bodes well going forward, more than anything. That's what we want to see. We want to see our quarterback and our head coach in sync. I think we maybe start to see a bit more of that.
That's an interesting point because, and I think the Fox commentary, Jesus Christ, we've had 2 shitty weeks of 2 shitty commentary teams, and we used to get some we might get the second Fox commentary team. I've been really disappointed that we've had 2 shitty, really bad commentary teams. And does that reflect just how bad the Niners have dropped in the NFL rankings? Or should we only expect... I'm not expecting Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, etc. But should we expect more, Izzy, from this team? We're 2-0, but we still get shitty commentators.
Well, we've been the 1 o'clock game, so of course we got the less notarized people so far. Next week is Sunday Night Football, so that is going to be a war in my house, and we're going to have to deal with Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, and for me, that is going to be just as stressful as living with the Packer fan we're going against.
I agree. We shouldn't have to suffer Collinsworth. But that's, unfortunately, NBC have got the game. And if anyone likes Collinsworth, get the fuck out, seriously, because he is being awful.
Thankfully, I don't have to fight for this game to be on my Wi-Fi because I've hated the last 2 weeks where I've had so many buffering issues and missed like 10 plays here and there.
It's
so
funny
for
you
me,
say
I'm
that
going to enjoy that.
I watch Game Pass in the UK over here, and no disrespect to Sky, who have got the NFL coverage, but I had to watch from Belgium because I couldn't stand to watch NFL UK. And Jeff, you're not on here, and Jeff has been on this channel. Jeff Reinbold, he's not on there, but shit, I can't watch UK coverage. Nick, did you watch Game Pass with a VPN, or did you suffer Sky Sports?
I suffered because unfortunately the only device I have to watch with Game Pass is my PlayStation 4, and it's having issues at the moment. I think it's about ready to die, to be honest. But
sorry,
I can't get a VPN working on it, and I'm not going to sit down in front of a 10-inch screen when I've got a 52-inch screen sat there doing nothing. So I'll suffer.
Maybe I need to hit you up with my Game Pass password and username so you can watch on a VPN, because I love how the UK have embraced the NFL. Fuck Neil Reynolds. I can't watch him. Sorry. Even with Jeff on there, it's still not great.
I don't blame you. I couldn't watch Monday Night Football the regular wise anyway. I had to go watch the Manning version because Monday Night Football has been stressful for weeks.
And we kind of said on the show the other day, ESPN has upped their game, but it's a bit different in the UK, I have to say, because we get the feed, so the game is blacked out on Game Pass, so you have to then bypass that. So I was watching in Belgium, funnily enough, so I could watch the game. But
now, when you do stuff like that, does it come through in English, or do you have to like?
Yeah, no, the game comes through in English, but you don't put up with Sky Sports. And Nick, Sky Sports is bullshit. Sorry, it is bullshit.
Yeah, the coverage isn't as good. I miss it when Jeff isn't on there. Jeff is fantastic at what he does. There's a reason why he's still a coach in the CFL at the end of the day. But
do you remember when the NFL UK coverage was Big Kev, God rest his soul, and I met him, what a man, and that fucking idiot Nick Halling. How bad was that shit?
Kev was awesome. The man was an absolute legend. He's essentially the godfather of NFL in the UK. Of course, he was absolutely fantastic. I actually didn't used to mind the old Channel 4 coverage, to be honest. I thought that was half decent. I don't have as much hate for Neil Reynolds as maybe a lot of people do. I find the old Bears defensive, I can't remember his name now. I find him a bit monotone, and probably people saying the same thing about myself, but I don't know. I'd still much rather the American coverage myself.
Dude, with the greatest respect, Neil Reynolds, the fuck? Seriously. He's like Nick Halling without a clue. Anyway, let's get back to the game. We're 2-0. We go away with a dub. We go away with a win. So,
did either of you freak out when you saw Kyle Juszczyk down? Because I thought we had another running back injury, and that really freaked me out.
I didn't, because the thing is, when you see a lot of injuries, they don't show the injury, and he obviously got under his own power. And so, no, not really. I was more concerned with the running game today.
I mean, because of injuries or because it struggled? No,
it struggled. And early on, Philadelphia, the game plan snuffed it out. And it was, Kyle, come on. It's not working. It's not working. And the more the game went on, Kyle, it's working. So just stick it to them. What would you give Kyle today a grade on his game plan? Izzy, I'll go to you first.
I'm going to get roasted for this, and I'm so sorry to the person that's going to get mad at me for this, because I love her to death, and she's my sister, but C- at best.
That's not an unfair grade, to be fair. Nick, what do you think?
I'm going to give him a C+. Maybe even a B-, purely because I think the Eagles played well. They played really, really well. There was an enormous difference as well between the crowd this week in Philly compared to the crowd last week in Detroit. That will, without a doubt, played its part in the first half. I think once we got used to that, things started to get moving a bit more. And as Philly played really, really well at the line of scrimmage. Their offensive line, their defensive line, they were very, very good. They stopped a lot of it. I'm not sure too much of it is on Kyle. I think Philly did very well. They played better than probably a lot of people thought they might.
Definitely. I'll give the game a C, because we all thought that we're going to run them down. and we didn't. I was surprised by Philadelphia. I have to admit, surprised.
I'm pissed with Philadelphia. That's all I'm left with. After the end of this game, I'm pissed. I do not understand how someone can lower their helmet into a person and stay in the game, and I'm just not okay with that. I wasn't okay when it happened to Philadelphia, when it was Wentz and the Seahawks went and purposely lowered the head into the helmet. I'm not okay with them doing that to Chase Sherman on his very first play. Philadelphia has players. We all know this. We were all worried about their lines, and Fletcher Cox and the rest of them are good, and their O-line is a lot better than last year. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to be left with is being pissed off that he lowered his helmet, and that had to be his very first run.
What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, that looked nasty. I mean, not even just the hit on him, but the way he came down on his neck after was worrying. I hope he's okay. I mean, I think they put him in for a head assessment, and that sort of pretty much ended his game. But we know we're going to have attrition at the running back position. I mean, was it the guy Cannon who came in, fielded the punt and just slid down? I was like, right, okay, I've got it. Let's just get down. I'm kind of interested to see if he's going to get some plays moving forward. If Sermon happens to be badly hurt, I'm kind of interested to see how he does as well. I mean, he's got speed for days. There's a video from his college game, and he just flies.
See, the thing is, right, I've said this on a few shows, right? So, kick returner, punt returner, you just go and you get paid a lot.
It was nice to see Hufunga on special teams.
I don't understand how we don't do returns. We don't. You know, if it goes over your head, that's fine. It's in the end zone, whatever. But surely punt kick returner for the Niners is the easiest fucking position, and you're getting a fortune for doing it. What's all this bullshit? Nick,
So do you think that
a lot of
Izzy,
Sorry, go on.
me, you, and Izzy could stand there and go, sales over our head, we get 28 grand, whatever it is.
But do you think that's more on Hightower, or do you think that's more on Kyle? Because last year, we were, well, at least I was, flinching every time there was a kick because we kept dropping the damn ball.
But the thing is, they pay these players to be
I
returned.
know.
And that's the thing I don't
That's
get.
why I asked you, who do you think it's more on, Kyle or Hightower?
I don't know who it's on. All I know is I want to be a kick and punt returner because I can just go jump out the way and 30 grand, whatever it is, just for doing that shit.
Yeah, I think
I've never, ever, right? I've never understood kick coverage or all of that because, and they made a big thing. Oh, it's Sanu, it's Sherman, it's whoever. All they're doing is going and earning shitloads of money. Man.
Oh, and then there was the Richie James hate all off season about how he always just barely got to the 20.
How much did Pettis make from being a?
Yeah, you would have made a ton.
You tricked me. You tricked me into the Jimmy talking before and roasted me. No way am I going into Pettis. Not happening.
Yeah, you are, Izzy. Right. Pettis is And he's also
Do you know how
Talk to
sad it
me.
is that he's on the practice squad for the New York Football Giants, and we still have to see pictures of him in his stupid ass blue jumpsuit being posted on Niner blogs on Twitter?
Yeah, but he won't be because unfortunately he was on the sideline going, "What a dick." I'd like. Do you know what? My ultimate job would be to be a kick returner for the Niners. You get signed up 60K, 100K, 20, whatever it is. And all you do is this shit. Or you catch it and nothing happens.
I think that's why a lot of us were excited
get-
by Nasimba Webster, though, wasn't it? Because he looked shifty, and he was
Uh-huh.
a tidy. He was a tidy kick returner for the Rams last year, wasn't he? With he could get some
Yeah,
good
but
yardage.
he didn't do the right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's why we were
that's why we were
upset by
excited
that.
by him.
That's why I was upset he was gone. I was upset that we lost Hilliard and Griffiths, and we lost Goldman, and now it's even worse with all the injuries. So
Yeah, but the thing is, right?
They
If
were
we'd
claimed
have
off
kept
waivers.
Webster,
Mhm.
kept Webster, would our return game be any better? Because obviously, the coaches say if it's in the 10-yard line, you just do the usual fucking bollocks. So we pay the guy. We
we
get
kept
nothing
Jalen
from
Hurd,
it.
and he's on injured reserve again.
Exactly.
So you really
'cause all
telling
you
me
get is-
that if we had kept Simba Webster, we'd be getting less than what we're getting for Hurd?
Thing is, I don't get the return game. So it's just that's it.
Okay, what do you have as a positive for this game besides Jimmy?
Jimmy
Defense.
G, baby. Jimmy
Aside
fucking
from Jimmy,
G.
because you could probably go
Jimmy.
15 hours
Is
of
he?
just saying
Is
James
he?
Garoppolo,
Is
and
he?
that's
Is
it.
he?
Yes.
Is he?
hmm
Apart from Jimmy WG,
hmm
I haven't got any. Sorry, Jimmy G. Let's fucking go.
At least
Nick.
you're honest.
I think there's plenty to take on for positive from defense. I mean, we had that goal line stand. The same as what I said as well with at half time. I think that they showed that they learned a lot of lessons from game one. Where when they tried to run essentially the same play with Hurd cutting out to the right. They made sure that they had good coverage. D-line got to him. It was either D-line or it was a linebacker, but someone got to him. They didn't allow an easy throw like they allowed Goff. They were learning from their mistakes. And I think that's what we want for going from week 1 to week 2. We know there's going to be rust. We know there's going to be things that aren't going to go potentially quite right. But you've got the coaches and the players are learning week to week. They're fixing their mistakes. And that's all you can ask of them at the early point of the season. We're 2-0. Well, that's great. We're not going to be perfect at this point. We don't want to be perfect at this point because if you're perfect now, you know you're going to shit the bed later on in the season because teams are going to have you, and that's fine. We don't have to be amazing right now.
I've been doing this for a year and I still pressed the wrong fucking button and took me out of the fucking shit. Do you know what? I fucking hate myself sometimes. I just can't help. I can't help myself because I get all excited. I'm like, I just got to just press this button, blah blah. And then all of a sudden, oh, you've left the stream, and I'm like, you fucking twat! What a twit! So
I have a question for the both of you. Did we see more bad Jimmy Ward or more good Jimmy Ward today?
I think it was good Jimmy Ward.
Bad.
Really?
He's not Deshaun Goldson, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the rules have changed, and Cart as well. And that worries me because of the over-the-top stuff. So I hate the rule changes. Point one, Deshaun Goldston was killing motherfuckers, right? He killed people. Now you can't do that. I'm worried. What do you think, Is?
I think I'm grateful for Diamador Lenore. Is he perfect? No. Is he a rookie and has some rookie mistakes? Yes. But on the whole, I think he's been really impressive and he's really stepped up the last 2 weeks. So I'm grateful for him. What I'm really most grateful for is that we all freaked out about Jason Verrett's injury the most. I think a lot of us worried that whoever came in was going to suck or there was going to be a really big drop off on cornerbacks. And I didn't feel like that this game. I mean, there was some big plays. There was a lot of screw ups from Norman with the PI calls, whether you agree with them or not. I really got pissed off with Jimmy Ward on that one play where he hit him going out of bounds. I think we get good tart and we get bad tart, but on the whole, I think the DBs have been really solid.
To be honest, and I'm like you with the 2 calls on Norman, you're like, they're borderline, right? Borderline.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, you motherfucking put this shit in motherfucker, like the guy who I can't remember, you motherfucker. What the fuck? After those 2 penalties, did you hear anything about Josh Norman? No, you didn't. Because all of a sudden...
I think that also has to do with Russ because he hasn't been playing.
Yeah, no, but he all of a sudden matched what he needed to do. So
what is concerning though is what's going on with Ambry Thomas though. He wasn't even an option today.
Yeah, he's a healthy scratch, wasn't he?
There you go. So, just like last week with the running back.
Chase Sermon,
yeah.
You pay your poison. So it's kind of... I don't know what to say. Izzy, bring some Joyzy heat to the discussion. Come on. Now, come on. Jimmy G played well. He won the game. Trey Lance didn't get in. Why didn't he?
I'm just trying to bait you. Why. I don't work
let's
for
fucking go. Talk to me. Come on.
You keep asking this. I refuse to be angry anymore because you know what? It's not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get myself sick.
It's like Ivan on a Saturday show when he wants some heat is like, well, yes, okay. That's very good.
I'm gonna get in trouble for doing this, so I'm closing the door.
Baker Mayfield might do very well. Blah blah blah. Sorry, this is the overreaction show. So
let's fucking go. Jawan Jennings who got his very first touchdown.
Please, bring it.
Let's go, Jawan Jennings who got his very first touchdown. And let's go Yak Bros, because George Kittle is a beast. I don't care who the hell loves Kelsey or who the hell loves Waller or any of these other guys, because my TE1 for the entire league, not just for my team, is an absolute monster when he needs to be on blocking plays and for receiving plays.
Number one.
And that's something your Kelsey can't give you at all.
I have to say that whoever the shit commentators and colour guys were on Fox, they did say that Kittle was the best overall tight end.
Yeah, but they say
Take
that to just
you like.
dismiss that he does both. They're like, well, he's the best overall. He can do both. But they don't give him props on either. When you say that, you're not saying that, oh, he can do both. You're just saying that he can be okay on both. They prop up Waller. They prop up Kelsey. They go out of their way to explain why they're so good and why they're such darlings around the league. But it's pathetic, really, if you think about it. George Kittle pancaked two freaking guys on one damn block. Please tell me a single catch that either Kelsey or Waller has ever made that could match up to that.
They won't, but the problem is...
Can you tell me a single play where Kelsey had his eyes fucking closed and on instinct on his second year grabbed a freaking dumbass pass that looked awful from Nick Mullins and ran it down the field in a huge play? Can you tell me
the best tight end, and no one will ever hear any different?
Can you tell me if no. Can you tell me a single play
is the man.
If Kelsey is such a monster that he ever had that compares to the 4th and 2 that Kittle had in the Saints game, where he carried three motherfuckers on his back to get the first out.
Time out. Travis Kelsey's the best. Mr. Rogers tells me he's the best.
I don't care what Mr. Rogers is. Mr. Rogers is the most slanted Chiefs fan in the world.
No, to be fair, Mr. Rogers is...
I'm not saying he doesn't know football.
He's my guy.
I saw him on John's show, and I've seen him on your show.
But.
You asked for the fire. You don't have to agree with it.
Travis Kelsey is trash compared to Kittle. I'm putting it out there. Sorry. But what can I say? Kittle beats Kels.
Yeah.
I say in your comment section all the time.
We escaped with a win today.
Do you know what the one really refreshing thing this year has brought me? Is Debo back. It is so nice to see Debo back.
Debo's looking like that legit WR1 that we haven't had in a while. He really is. He's not just... You hear the phrase all the time. Oh, he's a running back playing wide receiver. And
he's a Swiss Army knife who can do it all.
I don't like it. The man is he is wide receiver 1, and he's a damn good wide receiver 1, and he's proving it.
I've noticed that a lot. I've noticed that when Elijah Penny was in for the Giants, they didn't say anything about him being a fullback. It's like anytime there's a legitimate Niner receiver or offensive weapon, they just want to degrade them by saying they're a everybody guy. They just can't give us flat out props for having the guy or a guy, which frustrates me.
Yeah, I think a lot of the case with the Niners, we're almost a victim of past success. We've had the likes of T.O., we've had the likes of Jerry Rice. There aren't many franchises that can say that. And so they're always going to struggle to say, oh, he's going to, any guy coming through is always going to struggle to be the next big thing because of what we've had in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that's where perhaps people lack. Not lack, as that sounds a bit harsh on some of the commentary sometimes, but why they don't get the positivity maybe that perhaps they deserve. I mean, Debo has been outstanding. Okay, he didn't get maybe the yards that he got last week, but he was he was still there. He's still making making plays. He's clearing out blockers, and happy days. You know, Debo's good. What is going on there?
That's the light from the window. It keeps flaring in and out. I made a burger and I'm waiting to eat because I don't want to be rude, but it's almost my lunchtime. Actually, it's way past lunchtime. I have to ask you, what are your thoughts on all these different rookies? Because I've been especially impressed with the rookies.
Lenore has been amazing. I mean, what he played last week, 90 snaps. And there was no, big mistake. There was none of that. The guy went about his job on his NFL debut, played 90 snaps, and was very good. I've been quite surprised that teams haven't tried to pick on him a bit more, particularly today. I think we spoke about it pre-game with John. You know, if you're going to pick on the Niners today, you're going to pick on the secondary, and they just didn't do it, and I don't understand why, because that's exactly where I would have gone.
Yeah,
you've got a couple of players in Drake Kirkpatrick. I don't think he played today, and Josh Norman that haven't been with the team very long. I don't quite get why they didn't go after them. You've got Lenore coming in, who's again a rookie but playing very well. And then when you look down the list of the other rookies, Hafanga's making plays on special teams, and that was his aim at the start of the season, to become, a Pro Bowl special teams player in his rookie year. Elijah Mitchell has come from nowhere and been absolutely fantastic across the board. I mean, there's a couple that maybe haven't done what we wanted them to do, Aaron Banks, Jalen Moore, etc. But you're not going to hit on every single pick. It's not possible. It doesn't happen. So I'm really happy with the rookies so far, to be honest.
Nick,
Can
what
I
about you?
Ask a question before we get off.
Can you answer the question? And what do you think of the rookie class so far?
So far, I'm happy.
Okay.
Maybe not Trey Sermon. I don't know why he wasn't included. Don't know today. Who knows?
He was. He got hurt.
Yeah,
but
he's the one that got hurt, nailed on that play from the guy lowering his helmet into him.
Rookie class. Who knows? What I will say is we're 2-0, right? 2-0. Who was the QB? Who led us to this victory? Who?
Yeah, if you're gonna keep going, I'm gonna eat my food and I'm gonna ignore you and turn my cam off because I am being very considerate. I took my shot like an hour ago and I'm waiting to eat my burger and I'm very hungry. And you keep trying to bait me with this.
Right, so we're gonna get off, but Nick, who got 0 snaps today at QB? I'm just wondering.
Oh my god.
Nope. It is what it is. Today wasn't the day for Lance, and at least Carl showed that he realized today wasn't the day to be putting Trey Lance in there. So maybe that's a positive in itself.
And the thing was, we only got one shot of Trey on the sideline, and that's
Lord. You are a nuts, man. I love you to death, but no.
I'm stroking my beard. Jimmy G.
Okay, we get
2-0.
it. You're trying out for one of those spoof bombing movies where you can be the bad villain. We get it.
Nothing
You
but Niners.
succeeded.
I've even got my Nothing But Niners hoodie on.
Yes, you're like John, always representing with his hat.
Jimmy G, Jimmy G, Jimmy G, Jimmy G,
Dear Lord, help me.
Jimmy G,
Nope,
Jimmy
I'm not doing it.
Like I
I
said,
have avocado. I have a nice, beautiful burger. I am going to be enjoying my food. You will not get me to go there again.
fair play
Izzy,
to you, Izzy. Fair play.
don't choke on your burger because Jimmy G won. Right? So, Shank Club NFL, thank you very much for joining.
And
we are
Nick,
2-0.
we are very happy that you've decided to go live twice today, and that you will be on more often, and we will be there to support you.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. Niners 2-0.
Hell yeah.
Despite
Packers coming up. Yes.
Bring it on.
you're
Yes,
not
yes,
you're
yes,
not
yes,
gonna
yes,
bring the
yes, yes,
love if Jimmy beats the Packers. So we all know.
I don't give a
that's
fuck
fine.
as long as the Packers
So,
get
I
revenge for
don't
that
give.
stupid
I
COVID bowl
don't
last year.
give.
I've had to hear about for an entire year about how the Packers are back to the dominantness and they're back to winning against the Niners. And all the bullshit I've had to hear for over a year now. This is my revenge game. Nobody is going to deny me this game. Not you and your Jimmy G love. Not anyone. I am going to enjoy every last bit of this. Good, bad, or ugly.
hell yeah.
This is my game. This is my week. This is my revenge, and this is personal.
Hell yeah.
Until they go, the fuck out of here, man. The fuck.
You are nuts.
Jimmy
nuts,
G
nuts,
is
nuts.
bringing it. I'm telling you, he's bringing it. Forget Trey Lance this year, under 50 snaps. Nick said he's not
What's that?
starting.
I
Today
don't care.
proved that
I
Jimmy
don't care.
G,
You
Jimmy
won't get me
G-
off my high, okay? You keep trying to beat me, and I'm not going to go
Jimmy
there.
G. No, I'm not trying to bait you. Jimmy G.
You sort of are.
QB1, and he's leading this team.
Mhm.
He's leading it. And I don't care who wants to give me shit. Jimmy G is leading this team, and we are 2-0, despite or because of whatever. We're 2-0, and that's
Mhm.
Jimmy G, baby. Jimmy
It's Debo and Kittle.
fucking G. I don't care. Trey Lance, where are you? Trey.
The only stat I want to concentrate on is 2-0. That's it. 2-0. Bring on the Packers.
2-0, exactly. We're 2-0 because of Jimmy mother fucking G. And on that note,
Goodbye, James Garoppolo fan.
I think we have to end. All I'm going to say is 2-0 Jimmy
yeah,
G.
baby.
Because of, not in spite of. Shank Club NFL, Izzy, Nick.
Peace.
You tried to put your we should not love Jimmy G slant on it, but unfortunately you fucking lost. Jimmy G 2-0. Nick, let's go, baby.
Simple.